Hi everyone, I'm Amber if you're new here, and if not, welcome back. Today we are doing Money Game, finally. I know, I'm sorry. I need you to understand, so many of you are requesting so many things, and I love it so much, but then like I get to one of them, and then the people who I didn't get to theirs yet, they're bummed out, and then I'm like, okay, I'll get to theirs, then there's a third. I'm trying so hard. But I appreciate you guys being patient with me. We're going to get to it right now. I have decided, after asking you guys, we are going to do Money Game 1, 2, and 3 in three separate videos. And then I think that's the best, so I can properly analyze it. Also, I just want to say a couple things to make you guys feel better ahead of time. They are all saved in a playlist. For part 2, I specifically chose the lyric video because you guys were very adamant about that. But I am going to have the captions on for 1 and 3 anyway, so at least that's available. But I don't know anything going into this. I haven't looked it up. I haven't done anything. I have no idea what we're starting with. So it's just me at 9 p.m. at night where I am, sitting cross-legged in my gaming chair, and we're going to have fun. So, you ready, guys? We're finally doing it.
It's a strange time we're living in. War can put fear in. Hierarchy parties, they make us feel inferior. Greed runs through parliament interiors. Devils walk among us, they fit the criteria. Eerie theory, stripe, fearing, weary-minded men when we're clearly living in dictatorships. Nearly blinded by illusions to choose, but who's fooling who? A ball chained to your shoes on pain. It's a crying shame. The pursuit of our own wealth lights a flame that makes greed a game that lets this whole war burn. As the world turns, the whole world burns.
REN has a vendetta against greed around the world. I can't even say in this country because we're from different countries, but REN has this commitment to make sure that he draws as much attention, and with a big, bright, mint blue highlighter. Just, there's greed, guys. But I first got wind of that when it came to the pig mask in High Ren, and then in Sick Boy, and then obviously we did the reaction to Ren describing the pig mask and what that means. But if you listen to what he says in pretty much any song that isn't, like, he's got the bar heavy songs, but if you listen to any of his meaningful songs, you will find an element of greed strewn throughout it to some degree. Where was the line I really...
Theories, devils walk among us, they fit the criteria. Eerie theory, stripe, fearing, weary-minded men when we're clearly living in dictatorship.
So it's like that. It's when he says, like, we're clearly, like, hello, wake up, everybody. Hi, how you doing? Hi. We're in a dictatorship, just so you know. It's Tuesday. But he doesn't hold back.
Ships nearly blinded by illusions to choose, but who's fooling who? A ball chained to your shoes on pain. It's a crying shame. The pursuit of our own wealth lights a flame that makes greed a game that lets this whole war burn. As the world turns, the whole world...
What I like, too, is that he's saying that both halves of greed are the problem. That's actually something that I want to highlight there. So he's saying the greedy are the problem, but seeing what it's like to live on the other side of greed makes people greedy. Does that make sense? So, like, the capitalistic folk that are out to make a quick buck at the expense of any and everybody, villain number one. But also he's saying that, but we see how they live. Like, those are the people not worried about their rent, not worried about their bills, not trying to put food on their table, not trying to put their kids through school, going on every vacation, there's so on and so forth. The pursuit of that can turn anyone greedy, can turn anybody towards it can put anybody down that same path. So I like that he says that. I like that he says that you're ball and chained and it's a crying chain, but the pursuit of your own wealth lights the flame.
It makes greed the game that lets this whole world burn. As the world turns, the whole world burns. But money was invented for trade, but now those bits of paper twist hearts, make slaves, turns a saint into a sinner, a child into a killer. His finger on the trigger of a money game. Oh, rain, 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 rain. A storm it comes our way. And those who rise through distorted lies, poison in the veins. But we like to point the blame, 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 blame. It's easier to blame, but point the mirror at ourselves. We're all part of this old money game. Stop.
So he's taking the approach of we're all pawns in it. Okay.
To blame, but point the mirror at ourselves. We're all part of this old money game. Stop.
You know what is really painful about this is that so far everything he said is deep, but the hardest thing to watch is the imagery. And that's that I'm oversimplifying it a lot because I don't want this 6-minute song to turn into a 35-minute video, but there's a real like dance monkey dance going on between the two characters portrayed here. Even when you saw it, he was explaining what he wanted to explain. He was like, stop. Smack back in emotion. Like it's a real... That's one thing I like about Ren is sometimes he doesn't have to really say anything at all. He's very good with imagery both in the forefront and in the background for you to maybe catch on like your 5th time through, but this is one of those where it's like right in your face. No, it's a dance monkey dance situation. Oh, this shouldn't be that important, but that's a capo. Okay, that's a capo. My guitar's not next to me anymore. See, right above his hand, the little looks like a hair clip holding down the... I was talking about that in one of the other Ren videos when I was trying to dissect how he was playing it. That's what I meant when I kept saying capo, and I wasn't saying much more than that. Sorry.
Mr. President, it's evident that everyone's a resident of fear when they support these ideas to keep us separate. When the niggas believe that everybody is going to terrorize you in the streets, they say proudly through gritted teeth, it's my right to hate. That's freedom of speech.
No, we're hearing that again. Oh. Whew.
Dear Mr. President, it's evident that everyone's a resident of fear when they support these ideas to keep us separate. When the niggas believe that everybody is going to terrorize you in the streets, they say proudly.
Want to make up believe that everybody is coming to terrorize you in the streets? Oh my God, dude! It just, I want to die. I want to say it again.
These ideas to keep us separate. When the niggas believe that everybody is going to terrorize you in the streets, they say proudly through gritted teeth, it's my right to hate. That's freedom of speech. But when did freedom become a reason to hate? A way to justify a racist slur or insult we make? There's an irony in freedom, cause us in the West, we have pillaged and plundered the murder like savages, colonized all of the rest. That's called hypocrisy. Preach a certain value that you never keep yourselves. Your country was in flames, you denigrate yourselves in a second. Still you spit your venom, demonizing immigrants when really you're the immigrant. Cause all of us are immigrants or descended from immigrants. Irony is imminent, I'll shed the light on immigrants. America was colonized by Britain. Britain, it was colonised by Rome. And also colonised by the Saxons. They were German, by the way. You know how people throw shade upon the Germans because of history's pain, and yet we made the same mistakes all again. Demonise a whole people, Jewish or Muslim, the same and the same.
I like every line he says is a 28.5.68 minute conversation I want to have with you. Okay, I'll make 3 quick points. 1, and I mean quick.
But when did freedom become a reason to hate? A way to justify a racist slur or insult we make?
You're right, and I'll tell you what. 99% of you guys are the sweetest, most kind human beings I've ever interacted with. You guys are so great. I love doing this specifically because of you guys. If the views were the exact same, but you guys weren't commenting like you were, I'd be bored of this already. I would just listen to Ren or whoever in my free time. The things you guys say in the conversations we get to kind of have back and forth, you guys make it so great. Now, with that being said, there's a 1% you guys never see. So many comments that the way I have my settings set up, if something's a nasty enough comment, it gets filtered to me and I have to hit approve or decline. If you saw some of the things people say to me, oh my God, the polar opposite of the other 99% of you. From people on my 3rd day of having a channel already asking me if I have an OnlyFans, to people calling me names because of the elephant in the room about me, but being real jerks about it. But anyway, there are people in this country and around the world that get it so much worse than me. You're no hate you're gonna throw at me is gonna hurt my feelings. There's virtually nothing. And also, even when I do get offended by something, there's so many people in this world that they live a life of constant hate from all directions just because of some of the things that Ren is touching on here, especially if you live in America.
There's an irony in freedom, cause us in the West, we have pillaged and plundered the middle class savages, colonized all of the rest. That's called hypocrisy. Preach a certain value that you never keep yourselves. Your country was in flames, you denigrate yourselves in a second. Still you spit your venom, demonizing immigrants when really you're the immigrant, cause all of us are immigrants.
It's like nobody watched Hamilton.
So descended from immigrants, irony is imminent. I'll shed the light on immigrants. America was colonized by Britain. Britain, it was colonized by Rome. And also colonized by the Saxons. They were German, by the way. You know how people throw shade upon the Germans because of history's pain, and yet we made the same mistakes all again. Demonize a whole people, Jewish or Muslim, the same and the same. Old situations play on repeat. The same old TV shows repeat. Yeah, we worship the bleak. Our opinions aren't our own and we follow like sheep. There's no left, there's no right. In the middle we sleep. Rain, 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 rain. A storm it comes our way. And those who rise through distorted lies, poison in the veins. But we'd like to point the blame, 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 blame. It's easy.
I need to know if Ren's ever been arrested. And the reason I ask that is because you guys have told me many times that he'll film, like, I think you said Animal Flow was filmed in a homeless squat. I do think that you guys said a few other things, like he films guerrilla tactic style without permits or anything. If you're like, imagine stumbling upon this, you know what I mean? Like this scene right here, there's 1,000,001 reasons why, if you just came across this, like, I love what he does, don't get me wrong, but be careful, Ren, please.
Easier to blame, but point the mirror at ourselves. We're all part of this whole money game.
He just set that beautiful guitar down in the water.
This old money game.
Oh, Ren, please don't. I'm sorry, this man hates the gym and it's so obvious. So, just a fun fact, I know you guys like when I do this kind of stuff. Most likely that's cooking oil, or they've been filming too long for it to be some form of butter. But if you look at his shirt, it's made so it's not actual gasoline, but it's not water either. They went for the effect of there's like a slight thickness to it, and they do the same thing with I'm gonna break the illusion for you here. If you've ever seen a commercial where someone pours cereal and then pours milk, that's not milk. That, my friend, is glue. I swear to you on my life. I swear to you on my life. If you've ever watched a commercial like that, the reason why it pours so slow and also why there's so much bounce and thickness to the milk, that's not over editing. They're using glue instead of milk. Same thing with like a pizza commercial. The pizzas are drilled down to the box, and that's how they don't fall when they're like held at weird angles. But anyway, I'm just giving him credit for use of props. Sorry, that was the core point of what I was getting at, is he did a very good job finding a way to make the shot not dangerous and also make it as believable as possible. Very good job. I am so excited to watch part 2 and 3. I don't even want to wait. I'll be honest. Oh my God, I went 19 minutes on this one. Holy crap. I can only imagine, because I saw part 2 is going to be like 9 minutes long. I can only imagine what I'm going to do with that. I hope you guys are enjoying it so far. I'm having a blast. So I will see you guys in Money Game 2. Bye.